One day I went to school feeling sick. I was sent home. The nurse thought I had the flu, but less than 12 hours later, I was fighting for my life. I woke up at 3 a.m. and immediately knew something was wrong. I was covered in this big, blotchy purple rash and was having trouble walking. I had to crawl up the stairs to my parents' room so they could bring me to the hospital. The last thing I remember is driving to the hospital and being carried in by my father. The doctors told my parents that I had bacterial meningitis and that I had a 10% chance of surviving the night. At that point, I had never been baptized, so they had me baptized and given my last rites at the same time. I spent a total of 11 months in the hospital, having various surgeries, going through rehabilitation, learning how to walk and do everything again, and finally was able to go home and start my life over again. I survived, but as a result, I lost both of my legs below the knee, some of my fingers, and the function in my kidneys. I spent over a year on dialysis and was placed on the transplant list to receive a kidney. As luck would have it, my adopted father was a match, and he gave me one of his kidneys. I've had his kidney for the past 10 years, and I've been healthy, which I'm extremely grateful for. When my parents were told I had bacterial meningitis, they were confused. They had never heard of meningitis, nor had I. They didn't know the symptoms. They didn't know how devastating a disease it could be. And they certainly didn't know that there was a vaccine that could have prevented it. One night, I received a phone call from the National Meningitis Association, wondering if I would like to help raise awareness of the disease and the vaccine. At this point, I hadn't met anyone else who had contracted bacterial meningitis and felt really alone in my struggle. So it was amazing that there were other people like me and that I would be able to meet them and work with them. I was also really excited about helping other people learn about the disease, learn the symptoms, and learn about the vaccine. Make sure to get vaccinated against meningitis. It's a very real disease with very real consequences.